This is CBS2 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Bill Curtis.
And I'm Mai Martinez. Thanks for joining us. Walter Jacobson has the night off. Tonight we have a better idea of the impact the NATO summit will have on Chicago.
From security to crowd control, summit organizers spelled out what they expect during the May meetings. Vince Gerasoli is outside the L stop at Roosevelt and State. Vince, will that be affected too?
Well, Bill, according to the security firm that's now officially advising the city, it shouldn't. Without the G8 portion of the summit, fewer violent protesters are expected here. And today, the city began briefing downtown business owners about just what to expect. The idea is to keep the city feeling and looking as normal as possible. And that means fewer closures that would impact transportation coming downtown into the Loop area. The tenants at Chicago's Fine Arts Building on Michigan Avenue deal in expensive world-class instruments. A $150,000 Fazioli piano in a window display is just one example.
Are we going to be safe here?
Bob Berger, the building's owner, has no plans to shut down during the summit, but he's among the many concerned downtown business owners.
Is this going to be like Seattle? We hope not.
During 1999's World Trade Organization conference in Seattle, violent protesters challenged police and destroyed property.
There's been an unfair characterization of issues 10 years ago in Seattle and trying to associate that with what will take place in Chicago now.
Hillard Heintze's firm is advising City Hall on summit security measures. He says businesses will soon be visited by law enforcement to help them prepare.
They will not close businesses down. They will work with them to facilitate their needs.
There's been concern transit into the city will be shut down or limited. Heintze isn't recommending that.
I think public transit will be wide open.
The Sunday to Monday summit will be held at McCormick Place. Bordered by a few structures and a lakefront park, Heintze says it's an easy location to secure. He expects nearby Lakeshore Drive and the Stevenson will remain open, except for the periodic arrivals of the nearly 60 heads of state attending.
There's one street level, there's one rooftop.
Still, in anticipation of problems, Berger's added extra security cameras, hired an additional guard, and is ready to close the building if his tenants are threatened.
If it comes down to it, we'll tell them, go home, stay home.
Bill and Mai, it looks like at this point those rolling street closures are going to be the biggest complication for those of us who call Chicago home. There will be 60 heads of state being shuttled about the city, not just on that Sunday, but also on the next day. On that Monday, they are expected to venture away from McCormick Place and into various neighborhoods where some receptions will be held. Of course, we're saying things will feel and look as normal as possible, but remember, the Chicago Police Department and the Secret Service are going to be just behind that veil of normalcy to take action in case they're needed.
Got to be a big job. Thanks, Vince.
Two kids walking